Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's try to understand the basic difference between the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So basically, you might be hearing these terms when you're there in the market. So now let's do one thing. Let's do, we'll ask ChatGPT and we'll try to explore each and every question in a kind of series of videos, I would say, not the entire technical analysis and fundamental analysis in this video because it's practically not possible to cover the entire technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So we will do one thing. We just wanted to uh, maintain it question by question wise so that it will be easy for you guys to digest the content. So we'll ask ChatGPT what is technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and we will understand each and every term clearly because I can just explain you, but I just thought like if I can just explain you the way it was showing on the screen, it will be easy for you to understand. So that is the reason why I'm just using ChatGPT for this purpose. Now ChatGPT is giving some data for us, say technical analysis and then fundamental analysis. So we will try to understand what exactly the technical analysis. Technical analysis means studying the price actions and patterns to predict the future movement. So this price charts and patterns is nothing but the candlesticks and whatever the charts which I'll be showing for you whenever I make any kind of pick in terms of long term or else in terms of short term. So you could see candlestick charts, everything, right? So that is what it was talking about, price charts and patterns. You do not look at the company financials. What exactly it means? We are not bothered about whether the company is making profit or whether the company is making loss, who is the management. So we don't bother anything about these kind of things. Whereas it coming to the technical analysis, we majorly focus on price, how the price is moving, and we majorly focus on volumes. So is there any big player entering into the stock? So volumes always talk about the big players. And also we are focused on the patterns, what kind of patterns we could see. Is it flag pattern or breakout pattern, rectangle breakout pattern, cup and handle, inverted head and shoulders. So these are called patterns. So what kind of pattern we could see on the charts, we bothered about those patterns. Whereas we come to the technical analysis and indicators can be RSI or MACD or moving averages, anything for that matter. So these are the indicators which we are focused, whereas it comes to the technical analysis. And it was showing like what are the tools used, support and resistance. So basically we will draw supports, we will draw resistance on the price action, which we will see in going forward videos. And trend lines, okay, trend line is nothing but another form of support. So basically if the support is a straight line, then it is a normal support. But if it is a kind of trend line, like it was a slanting line, then it is a trend line. So tools used moving averages. As I said, this is an indicator, so we'll be using moving averages just to get more confidence over the trade. The same with RSI and MACD. Candlestick pattern, there were various candlestick pattern. So doji candlestick pattern, there were single candlestick patterns, double candlestick patterns, triple candlestick patterns. That's a core subject, so we can discuss going forward what are all these candlestick pattern. So the core belief when we are using technical analysis, price discounts everything. So whatever the news, whatever the emotions, even if it is a negative results, at times you could see the price has been moved in a positive direction. The logic is price discounts everything. So though it was a negative result, the price which has been corrected so far, it demands some kind of upside move. So that's where you could see the price is moving upside. Instead we got a negative result for any company. So that's where many people believe technical analysis is in terms of getting entries, targets, stop losses, technical analysis gives much more clarity. So they have told one example: if Reliance Industries is breaking above resistance with high volume, a technical trader buys even without checking profits or debt. As we discussed already, fundamental analysis is all about looking into the financials, but technical analysis we don't bother about what profits the company make, who is the management. We are not at all bothered about that. Who uses this? Intraday traders, swing traders, F&O traders, and short-term momentum players. So these are a different nature of trading. So intraday you have to square off the things which in within the day. Swing trade you will hold the trade for a couple of days, say 5 to 15 days. F&O traders who especially deal with futures and options, and short-term momentum can be, you know, from 15 days to 30 days or 45 days. So depending upon the time frame what they use, they can be called as intraday traders, swing traders, F&O traders, short-term momentum players. So this subject we can cover a little deep going forward. And the other side, now we will look into the fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is the other side of the technical analysis. So they don't use any kind of chart patterns, any candlesticks as such. Like if you just see Warren Buffett, so these guys are like fundamental analysis. Rakesh Junjunwala, they are at least claim to be a fundamental analysis, but I strongly believe there should be some technical analysts along with them in order to guide if they are not able to, they are not having that time to look into the technicals. So fundamental analysis means studying the company's financial health and the business quality. So here the fundamental analysis we are majorly focusing on how the company is performing, whether its revenue is growing or not, how the profit margins, whether there is an increase in the profit margin or decrease in the profit margin, and what about the debt levels. So is the company is getting into more debt or else it's easing its debt. So these are the things which we are focused on management quality. So who is the management for that particular company? If you see like Reliance Industries, so Ambani's are management in terms of handling the company, so you get some confidence. So that's where management quality is important, whereas it comes to the fundamental analysis. And also industry growth, we just don't only see the company alone, we'll also see the industry as a whole. When I say Infosys, so if the Infosys is a good stock, I just don't want to see Infosys. I just wanted to see entire the tech industry, like how TCS is doing, how HCL is doing. So this is all about the industry growth. Valuation ratios, so we'll also check into the valuation ratios, whether the stock is available at cheaper price or else we are paying a little higher price for that stock. If we are paying, is there any logic behind that? So these are the things which comes around when you want to invest as per the fundamentals. In the long run, price follows earnings. So that was the core belief. So if the fundamentals are really good, the belief here is that price obviously comes to that level where it should meet the earnings, where it should meet the performance of that particular company. So here an investor studies profit growth of Infosys, order book strength. So order book is nothing but how many orders are in the queue, like in the going forward in the guidance you could see. So we got 15,000 crore order, so we have to fulfill that. So it's all about their strength going forward. They have this much of orders, so that it will help for us to gain a better understanding how the company can be performed going forward. And cash flows, how the cash flows were there, whether they are able to generate the cash flows for the services what they have been provided, and how the cash outflows like investing activities and then the financing activities. So that's a core fundamental thing which we'll try to cover eventually going forward. Who uses this? Obviously the long term investor who wants to hold it for more than 1 year or more than 3 years, whatsoever the time zone, but at least 1 year they will consider. And value investor who feels like the stock is trading at a cheaper valuation and they feel like this stock has some value, so they use this kind of fundamental analysis. And portfolio managers, obviously when portfolio managers wants to manage crores of funds, so they can't just be blind on anything, so they just want to consider both technicals and fundamentals as well. And here you could see a simple comparison. So the focus on technical was all about price and charts, but fundamentals it was business and financial. So time frames, generally it will be like based on intraday trader, like he can use 5 minutes time frame or 1 minute time frame also if he's a scalper. or he can go till 1 hour time frame using the technical analysis. But again, for fundamental analysis also you can use the technical time frames of monthly charts, weekly charts, depending upon the period he wants to hold. So technical analysis is used by traders and fundamental analysis is used by investors. So other thing which I just would like to add, technical analysis can also be used by the investors in order to gain some knowledge about their entries as well. So decision based on patterns and momentum. So though the major decision was based on earnings and valuation, but again technical analysis I would see this is an inclined of investing as well. Emotional factor, market psychology, business performance. So basically the technical analysis, the biggest challenge is like emotion. So you have to see every tick. The price would be changing to maintain your emotions in control so that you can uh, gain some profits, or else it's really tough to become a trader unless you are emotionally strong. So that's where like you could see majority of the people in the industry or the fundamental investors, so where they don't want to juggle between the stocks so quickly. So which is better, it all depends upon each and every individual. So there is no context that technical analysis is better, fundamental analysis is better. But if you are really good in understanding fundamentals, and if you are able to mix both of them, then I think that would be a great thing. So if you are an investor, if you can use a monthly charts and you can just define your entries, define your stop losses, I think it would be definitely an edge for you. So what else? Powerful insights for a serious trader. Technical is timing, fundamental is direction. So I think that's all about the basic differences between the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So I hope this video has given some insight for you about like technical analysis and fundamental analysis. We'll try to cover each and everything what we've been discussed here in detail going forward. So thank you for watching. Jai Hind.